Good morning, everyone. So I'm going to start with a revision lesson today. So there's no work for you guys to do today, no homework, but just to revise. So there is sort of homework. You know me, I always say no homework, but there's homework. Revise. And a classic was this now. My wife and I I was getting busy to start recording here, and she was like, "Ooh, these things," and she was getting a little bit worried of how to do them again. But has she been practicing? No. So if you don't practice, you forget what you're doing and you get lost. You have to just go over them, even if it's 10, 15 minutes, just go over it. What am I doing? So I've taught you 3 ways to factorize so far on my video lessons. I've taught you how to factorize by pulling out a highest common factor. I've taught you to factorize by pulling out a common bracket. When the brackets aren't the same, you have to manipulate the bracket by introducing a negative called the sign rule change. And then the last one is the difference of 2 squares. So let's have a look at them and let's go over them together. So I've just made some notes here for you guys. Factorization, highest common factors, common brackets, difference of 2 squares, sign will change. So let's start this. Activity. Now that in the exam or test, I'll just say simplify the following by factorizing or factorize fully. That's how they're going to ask you. They're not going to give you what your kids start asking you. So are they going to tell us by pulling in the highest common factor? They're not going to tell you how. They just say factorize. And there's going to be 5 methods of factorization. I've only taught you 3. You have to know which one to choose. Okay, so let's have a look. Here's a binomial, 2 terms. You think it's 25, so the first thing you do is you think it's a difference of 2 squares. It's not, because is that a perfect square? No. So I'm going to have to use highest common factor. So what's the highest common factor? I can pull out of 25 and 35. It is 5. And if I look at my terms, what's the highest I can pull out of the x's? X to the power of 7 and y to the power of 5. I lost myself. What must I times by to get it back? It's 5 times 5. X to the power of 2, y to the power of 5. Minus 5 times 7. And look, I have what I need, so I don't need anything else. You'll get 2 marks for that. The next one. This is common brackets. But are the brackets the same? No. So what must I do? Change the sign. Introduce a negative. So 8x squared. M minus n. Put a negative now. 12x changes. So that becomes a negative. That becomes a positive. So it's m minus n. Look, that became a negative. That became a positive. Now I pull out my common bracket. M minus n. I'm left with 8x squared minus 12x. Most of you will stop there, but you can factorize again. So this was common bracket. And then this one over here, HCF. M minus n. What can I pull out of there? That's common. It's 4x. 4x. And what am I left with? 2x, that times that. And then what must I times that by? Negative 3, is it? Yeah, check myself. Correct. And normally you would like to put this in the front, so 4x, open brackets, m minus n, close brackets, 2x minus 3. That's how the memo will look. But if you put it in the middle there, I'll still mark it right because it's commutative law. It's common brackets with a highest common factor. So this one over here in a test, this one over here will be a little bit more complex. Not the hardest though. This will be like under routine. This is like a medium question. This one over here was the easy question worth 2 marks. This one over here worth about 4 marks, medium. Next one over here is also a medium question. It's probably the same as example 2. It's not difference of 2 squares. You're all going to make this mistake now. This is a classic mistake you can do. I also make this mistake. You think it's difference of 2 squares. So let me show you the mistakes. I'm doing a mistake for you guys. Watch what you're all going to do. You're going to think it's difference of 2 squares, right? Because it's perfect square. So you're going to put here 2x squared. 2x minus 4. 2x plus 4. That's wrong. Why is it wrong? Because it can still be factorized fully. Alright, sorry, my daughter's calling. Okay, I'll make you now, baby. Nearly done here. Okay, just wait. So that's wrong. You have to pull out a highest common factor first. So let's pull 4 out. And I'm left with x squared minus 4 And then now that's difference of 2 squares. Because it's a 1 here, 1 times 1, and that's 2 times 2. So x minus 2, x plus 2. Okay, so that is a classic. Everyone will make that mistake. Okay, you should notice that the 2 can be pulled out of that bracket, and the 2 could have been pulled out, so you've done something wrong. Alright, and then here's the hardest one. Alright, so this is a long one here. So this one over here, it's not difference of 2 squares because those aren't squares. Alright, so I'm going to pull out a common, highest common factor, and I'm going to left with x to the power of 8 minus 1. That is a difference of 2 squares. Remember, that power doesn't have to be a square. It just has to be an even. That's something I remember I picked up last year. Someone told me. So it just has to be even. It has to be even because it has to be broken up into 2 brackets. So now look, difference of 2 squares. So I have 8, open bracket, x to the power of 4 minus 1, x to the power of 4 plus 1. Okay, but you're not done. So you'll get a mark there. You'll get a mark here. But now can that factorize? It's a difference of 2 squares again. There's a silent 1 here, so it's a 1 and a 1. So you can factorize again. So 8, open bracket, x squared minus 1, x squared plus 1. And don't forget this one. We factorize that to that. This has to still be x to the power of 4 plus 1. So he just dropped down. Now look at this line over here. Can I do more factorization? Yes, there. X squared minus 1 is a difference of 2 squares again. So it's 8, so I'm going to factorize that. So that will be x minus 1, x plus 1, x. Now I'm just dropping that down, and I'm just dropping this one down. Look at that guy. So he is, this most kids will get wrong. This is a complex question. I would have said it's a complex question. Alright, so this would have been, I can't give you a mark all the way down because it'll be worth 8, 9 marks. Probably be worth about 4 marks. 1, 2, 3, 4 marks. I can argue how much marks, but about 4 marks. Okay, so let's conclude what we've done. So we've done factorization, the 3 types of factorizations. Alright, highest common factor, common brackets, and difference of 2 squares. You need to know how to identify them. But then also, you need to sometimes use highest common factor in your 3 different methods. Okay, so you've seen this video, you need to go and repeat this video and go watch the video again so that you know and pick up how and what I've done. Okay, sorry, my daughter's jumping around in the background, so I'm losing train of thought here. But yes, kids, I hope this helps you. Re-watch the videos. Remember, when I get back to school, I'll help you, and we'll look at the things. I was going to think about doing a little multiple choice test, but how many of you will cheat using the maths little apps that you've shown me in class, my honest kids? But yeah, hopefully you please have a break. We've worked hard. Have a break this weekend. Just revise. Go over this video. Just ask yourself the question. Do 4 examples by yourself in your book. Write them down. Go have coffee, tea. Come back, do them so you'll test yourself, and then you're done. And then so have a good weekend, and then I'll post on the WhatsApp group for Monday. Enjoy, guys. God bless.